Meteorologist Joe Bastardi with your Ghost Salt Outlook. This is the snow that's forecasted over the next 4 days, and you can see a lot of nuisance snow in here. And we may get a system to break out Sunday night to Monday and try to dump some snow in the mid-Atlantic states up to the I-95 corridor. I'm a bit worried about that. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on over the weekend. Now you see the increase in snow here in the following 4 days. In other words, we go from this total to this total. There's going to be quite a storm coming out. First of all, we may get enough of a clipper coming through on Tuesday that could dump snow in these crucial areas here. But you notice there's a lot of nickel and dime stuff. Until we get to about day 8, then there's a bigger storm coming out. And day 8, 9, and 10, that could be a real big storm. You can see the swath of heavy snow being alluded to here, all the way down to the Mason-Dixon line. So that's an interesting problem. And cold is definitely coming. This trough we were talking about is buckling into the eastern part of the United States. The 5-day means are still warm in Canada, but they're getting much, much colder. And that means the source region of the air masses are going to change. See, what happens is this warm air comes south. It's warm relative to averages, but it gets down the southeast and it doesn't moderate as much, so it's cold down here. But what happens down the road when you get this kind of configuration in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere? You get all this cold air that develops. So we've got a lot of cold in Canada, and this is the 6 to 10 day. And you can see the 11 to 15, it's still there. So the fun and games with the thaw coming to an end, and now we're going to have to start picking out what these storms are going to do. Even with the thaw, there was some interesting opportunities, more so than a lot of the thaws we had, whether it was freezing rain, sleet, and even this storm earlier in the week wound up dumping snow over the interior. So a much colder pattern is taking over now, and this cold pattern will yield more opportunity for snow events. That's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.